Yo, what's up, guys? I just got done watching It Chapter 1 and It Chapter 2. Let's talk about it. I'm going to be reviewing it. I love both of these movies. I love the book, too. It's one of my favorite horror movies. I really like it. I like Bill Skarsgård as Pennywise. He's a really good actor. A really good Pennywise. I like the kid dynamics in the movie and all the scares and stuff. And I like, so one of the things, my favorite character by far in the movie is Richie. Be it Richie Trashmouth. I can never pronounce his last name, but he is my favorite character by far because he's so funny. Now, it was a 2-hour freaking movie, and I love long movies. One of the things I like a lot is Eddie and Richie's bickering. It's hilarious. I'm gonna show you some clips here.
Is that how you want to spend your summer? Inside of an arcade? Are you spending it inside of your mother?
Oh!
What? I'm pretty sure this is not.
Do you use the same bathroom as your mother?
Sometimes, yeah.
Then you probably have crabs.
It's gray water.
What the hell is gray water?
It's basically piss and shit. So I'm just telling you, you guys are splashed around in millions of gallons of dairy pee. So, are you serious?
Doesn't smell like caca to me, senor.
Okay, I can smell that from here.
It's probably just your breath wafting back into your face.
Have you ever heard of a staph infection?
Also, your staph infection.
So unsanitary. This is literally like swimming inside of a toilet bowl right now. I mean, have you ever heard of a listeria? No!
Those are some of the clips I like with Eddie and Richie bickering. And let me tell you, if I were to wrote what those kids were doing down in the sewer in that book today, I would be arrested. But props to Andy Machete for not actually putting that in the movie. Be arrested. We don't talk about what those kids were doing down in that sewer. It was a good movie overall. I would highly recommend it. I would give it 5 stars. But let me tell you some of the things I liked about it now. Some of the things I liked about it was obviously Bill Skarsgård as Pennywise. That man did an amazing job. I think better than Tim Curry. I mean, Tim Curry didn't do a bad job, but I think Bill Skarsgård did better. He's a more scarier Pennywise. And then, I think this movie just had a great cast overall. And I think the second movie, they did a better job with the cast than the first movie. And that's hard to do. One of the things I like about Bill's character is he thinks he was the fault of Doherty's death, but he didn't, and he's grieving about it and thinking he did something wrong. And they explore more of that in the second movie, and I'll get to that when I talk about the second movie in this video. This is a real good movie, and now let me rate it. For action in the film, I'm going to give it 3 stars. You know, there was a lot of action in it, but not as much as I would like. So that's why it gets 3 stars, because there's a lot of action in there, but but not too much. For comedy in the film, I'm going to give it 3 stars because of Richie. He was like the only funny character, and he had some great lines, but comedy in the film gets 3 stars. For drama in the film, I'll give it 2.5 stars because there wasn't very much drama in that first film. There wasn't very much drama in that first film. except for Beverly's dad, so that's why it gets 2.5 stars. For suspense in the film, I'm gonna give it 2 stars. I mean, like, there was a lot of suspense stuff, but the reason I'm putting it so low is because I think there's more suspense in the second film that is better than this one. But that's my reasoning. For horror in the film, I'm gonna give it 2.5 stars because I just wasn't that scared at all. So, yeah. Now let's move on to the next movie. Okay, I just got done watching It Chapter 2, and I love this movie. I love it more than the first one. I'm gonna give this one a higher rating. It's definitely the better out of the two. I like the Losers Club and how they all come back together to defeat Pennywise. And Richie and Eddie's dynamic are stronger than ever in this one, which is one thing I like about the first movie. So that makes me more happy they put more of it in this movie. I liked the movie in general. It was a really good movie. It was a 2-hour and 49-minute movie, but I loved it. And I loved the message of this movie. Be yourself, be proud of who you want to be. And I think that's a really good message. The ending of this movie was sad as fuck. Because we found out Richie's gay and he lost one of his best friends. He was gay for him. And then the movie ends up with all the losers going their separate ways. And I'll play the clip, which made me kind of tear up.
It's because I knew I was too scared to go back. And if we weren't together, if all of us alive weren't united, I knew we'd all die. So, I made the only logical move. I took myself off the board. Did it work? Well, if you're reading this, you know the answer. I lived my whole life afraid. Afraid of what would come next. Afraid of what I might leave behind. Don't. Be who you want to be. Be proud.
You sleep okay?
Yeah. I had a beautiful dream.
And if you find someone worth holding on to, never, ever let them go. Follow your own path. Wherever that takes you. Think of this letter as a promise.
A promise I'm asking you to make.
To me.
To each other.
An oath.
See, the thing about being a loser is you don't have anything to lose. So,
Be true.
Be brave.
Stand.
Believe.
And don't ever forget.
We're losers. And we always will be.
I love the restaurant scene. That's my favorite scene in this movie. My favorite scene is the restaurant scene, and then probably after that, my favorite scene would be the The scene where they're in the tree, the little tree house thing underground. Sorry, I was trying to figure out what scene I liked the most. It's a almost 3-hour movie. Sorry, I love the ending. The final, I should say, I loved the final act. The final act was 40, almost 50 minutes, but it was so fucking good. And I loved it. I loved every single second of it. And I kind of wish there was a third one where the losers fight them in their elderly ages. That's probably not going to happen. I'm gonna make a review of the It series, Welcome to Derry. I loved that, and that's coming on the way soon. And so is the Five Nights at Freddy's series. I'm gonna rank the movie now. I'm gonna give Action 3.5 stars. It had a lot of action in it, especially at the end, the final act. I'm gonna give Comedy 3 stars. This time, all the losers were funny, not just Richie, and I loved that. I loved that in this movie. For drama, I'm gonna give it 3 stars. It wasn't really drama. Like, there was some drama between Beverly's dad, the old ones, and then there was drama between the losers, but in a friendly way, so that's why I give it 3 stars. Horror in the movie, I'm gonna give it 3.5 stars. There was a lot of horror in the movie. So I can't look at some scenes, and there were some scenes that I could look at, but the horror was very good in this movie, and I loved it. Suspense in the film, I'm going to give it 4 stars, because there was a lot of suspense in this film, more than the first movie, and the first time I watched it when I was like a kid, it had a lot of suspense, and it still has a lot of suspense to this day, and I love it. There's a lot of suspense in here, and if you want a movie for suspense, I would highly recommend it. So yeah, that's my rating of the whole movie. I enjoyed making this video. Like, subscribe, share. Until next time, peace out.